Hey everybody, this is Greg Gossett from Gossett Trading and Mentoring Live, and today is Thursday, July 29th, 2021. We again find ourselves in the final hour of the trading day. As you know, the final hour of the trading day is my favorite time to make the majority of my buying and selling decisions for my swing trades, because at the end of the day, the large financial institutions take control of the price away from the day traders and the algorithms. I consider the large financial institutions to be the smartest money on the street. They have the best information, best technology, very smart people working for them, and they are dealing with the most money. So the closing price, in my opinion, is the most valid price of the day. Therefore, I make my decisions right before the close, looking at my levels. Do I stay in? Do I get out? Do I get in? Do I stay in? Right? So in the long run, I really honestly do believe that end of day trading, making your buying and selling decisions from the closing prices, provides you with a long-term edge in trading. So thank you all for coming today. It's always nice to see everyone. I'm very appreciative of this group and thankful that we have so many great people in this group, so many great contributors. And I look forward to this time of the day every day, because it's, consider everyone my friends here, and we trade ideas, and I'm just glad you're here, and I hope that by being here, it's helping you improve your trading and your investing. So, all right, well, currently the Dow is up 185 points, up 0.53%. Very nice. NASDAQ up 31 points, up 0.21%, and the S&P up 22.5 points, up about 0.5%. So here is the plan for today. First of all, we are going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer. Secondly, we're going to come back. We're going to take a look at my current positions. We're going to talk about when I bought them, why I bought them, and how I'm going to manage them going forward. I did have some day trades today that I will share with you as well. After that, we're going to go over and take a look at all of the positions that my students have. And I see a lot of green over there, so that will be fun. We'll go in, take a look, see where they bought them, why they bought them, and how they're doing on the trade so far. After that, we're going to talk about trader psychology, always my favorite time of the day, or the favorite time of the podcast, because it is, in my opinion, the most important skill you can ever develop. It's pretty easy to learn how to trade. Honestly, it's not rocket science, right? Support, resistance, entries, exits, it takes some work. There's no doubt about it. But at the end of the day, the difficult part is to follow your plan. It's just like if you want to lose weight. Well, we all know we eat better foods, we exercise more, we're going to lose weight. It's a proven plan. But how many people stick to their diet plans, right? Some, not many, right? Why? Because emotions get the best of them. And it's the same with trading. It's pretty easy to put together a good trading plan based upon solid trading fundamentals, but to follow it, it's another thing. It's hard to do. It's like the diet, right? Because your emotions get revved up and amplified by the gains or losses in your account, and it gets you off track. So that's why I like to talk about it every day. After that, I have gone down through my watch list. I have gone down through the results of Kamal Scanner. As you know, I have 3 requirements before I'm going to enter any trade. Well, it's a mouthful. First, I need a confluence or a combination of indicators lining up on multiple time frames. That's number 1. 2, I need a good risk to reward ratio of at least 2-to-1 based upon my support below me and my resistance above me. And then number 3, please make sure you have all the components you need for a complete trading plan. For me, what that looks like is adjusting my position size based upon the current market volatility, knowing what my maximum allowed loss is, knowing where my emergency stop is, knowing where my end of day stop is, knowing where my overhead or intraday profit targets are, knowing where my significant overhead resistance levels are, and then having a solid trailing stop protocol or rules in place so that if I have a profitable trade, I don't give it all back. All right, so that is what I consider a trading plan. So I do have some end of day candidates. As we get closer to the close, or closer to the end of the podcast, I will go through each one, multiple time frames, risk to reward ratio, looking at correlation as well. I don't want to have too many correlated positions. And if I find something that meets all those criteria, looks good, makes sense, I will buy it before the close of the market. After the market closes, if anyone has any questions for me, please let me know. If you need clarification on anything, please let me know. I'm happy to answer that and clarify that. If there's any stock symbols that you would like me to look at today, please put them in the live stream. I will do my very best to get to them. I promise I may not get to all of them, but I will do my best to definitely get to them before the close of the market if I can. All right. And then after the market closes, I'm sorry, if any of my students want me to update any new positions on the board, if you could please wait till the close of the market before you tell me about them so that I'm done teaching, I'm done trading, pressure's off, blah, blah, blah. You know the routine, right? But yeah, just wait till the end so that we're all finished up trading, and then we'll spend as much time as we need to get them taken care of, okay? All right, so I am going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer, have a little drink of water, and I will catch you back here in about 40 seconds. Thanks. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Please carefully read and/or listen to the U.S. government required disclaimer before watching this video or live stream broadcast. The video link and disclaimer text are located in the description section of this video or live broadcast, here and here. Thank you so much. Okie dokie, Smokey. Let's see who is here today. Michael Martin is here. Hey, Michael, good to see you. Good chatting with you earlier. Looking forward to our lesson on Sunday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Hope you're having a good day out there and driving safe. Paxton is here. Good to see you, Packy. Jonathan is here. Evening, Greg and group. Nice to see you, Jonathan. Hope you're having a nice evening in Ireland. Steve Burns is here. Hello, traders. And just like that, the Bulls are back. Good to see you, Steve. Always appreciate you being here. Always appreciate everything that you do for this channel. Hope you, Holly, and the dogs are all having a great day. And I know Steve's having a great day because Steve is doing really well today. And I will show you when we take a look at his positions. So we'll go over that in a minute. But thanks so much, Steve, for coming by. Hi, Kamal. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you and the family are doing well. Thank you for everything that you do for this channel. Always thank you for your friendship. Really means a lot to me. And hope you're having a good day. And I know he's having a good day on his positions because I know what they are. Miko25 is here. Good afternoon, Greg and everyone. Hello, Michael. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you are having a really good day. Hope you and the family are doing well. George is here. Good afternoon. Learning day by day. That's how we all learn, right? George, it's good to see you. And yeah, we learn and we hopefully we learn and improve every day, regardless of whether it's trading or any other endeavor. Michael Wilkinson, aka Lova, is here. Nice to see you, Michael. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate all your analysis during the day. Johnson is here. Hi, Greg and all. Good to see you, Johnson. Hope you're having a nice day or evening wherever you are. Zach is here. Hey, buddy, what's going on? Good to see you. Zach was one of my first listeners way back in the day, so appreciate you being here. Hope everything's going well with you. Tim is here. There's my friend Tim. Good chatting with you earlier, Tim. Yes, we definitely need to catch up. What are we going to talk? Tennis or something? I guess we could talk Olympics, right? Frank is here. Good to see you, Frank. Always nice to see you. Thank you for everything that you do for this channel with your wonderful, wonderful poems. I appreciate it. I know everyone else does too. Anya T is here. Nice to see you, Anya T. Hope you are having a good day. Things are going well, and if there's anything I can help you with today, you let me know. Waterbender is here. Hello, Waterbender. Nice to see you. Nice to see you back. Hope you're learning something by showing up every day. If there's anything I can help you with, let me know. Enigma is here. Morning, afternoon, every evening, everyone. Good to see you, Enigma. Hope you are having a good day. Thanks for coming. Kamal wants to look at IBKR. All right. Interactive brokers. Oh. I assume you mean on the minute or on the daily. Well, let's see. Does that, I don't think I can backtest IBKR. IBKR, no. I don't know how that back test over the 250. I mean, it gives you a decent risk to reward here. It does come from a lower low, which I don't like as much. I'd rather have it go down, up above the 250, come back, test it, and get that higher low, which, usually, in my experience at least, provides an easier up move than the lower low. But let's take a look over at the weekly. Weekly, well, Kamal, I always have to look for something I don't like, right? But that's kind of my process in trading. I have to look for something I don't like. And I have the 50-week moving average right above as resistance. So that, along with the lower low close back above the 200-day moving average, personally, I wouldn't take it. But what do I know, right? I'm wrong all the time. Seriously, I'm wrong all the time. Timothy say we have the NBA draft tonight. Oh, that's true. We can talk about that. VJ is here. Can you check Lake and STLA? Yes, I will. Lakeland Industries, little extended for my blood, VJ. It's up here at the second ATR channel, has the significant resistance of the 200 above. 88% of prices fail at the second ATR channel. 92% fail at the third ATR channel. So no, this is not anything I would be interested in. I mean, at the very least, if it closed above the 200-day moving average, I might hold my nose and buy it there, because then at least I'd have support below it instead above it. What's the other one you wanted to look at? STLA. That's not the right symbol. STLA. Oh, yeah, I can't look at that one. It's not available in my charts, unfortunately, VJ. Sorry about that. Zach says, thanks, Greg. I still consider you my first mentor with trading. You always took the time to answer my questions as I was just starting trading, and always grateful for your help. Aw, thanks, Zach. Appreciate that, bud. How is trading going for you right now? We haven't chatted in a while. Maybe you could give me or give all of us a little update. All right. While Zach's thinking about that, let's go over current positions. I do buy the SPY every day at the close. I hold it overnight. I sell it first thing the next morning at the open. I did buy it yesterday at the close at 438.83. I sold it this morning at 439.84. So 2 days in a row, nice little gappers. And for those of you who are not familiar with this approach, in my YouTube channel, in the lessons playlist, I do have a video that talks all about why I buy the SPY at the close, hold it overnight, take the overnight risk, sell it first thing the next morning. So anyway, nice little trade there. LYV. All right, dynamic duo of Tracy and Paxton and I did buy LYV back here at 76.98 with the close under, close back over the 200-day moving average, moved up, took profits as it went up, took profits as it went up, sideways, 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 did hit one profit target today here at 81.54. I am at trailing stop level, so if I get a close below the previous day's low, I will go ahead and get out of half of the position up today, and so far this trade is up 5.08%. All right, Caterpillar. I'm a little light on positions here. Jonathan and the dynamic duo and myself, we did have a nice deep dip buy in Caterpillar with an intraday rejection of the 200-day moving average, intraday rejection of the 30 RSI, bought it at 203.14, has moved up nicely. Again, as it moves up, I take partial profits as I go, hit another profit target here at 214. This trade is up 0.93% today, and this trade here is up 4.79%. Now, earnings are tomorrow morning, so what do? You know the answer to that. I am going to sell this today at the close because I don't hold through earnings. That's not true. I did hold through Boeing earnings yesterday on a weekly trade by mistake. Worked out for me. I'm glad, but not very happy that I did not notice that. So I'm going to have to pay more attention to that on my weekly trades. But we'll go over the weekly trades tomorrow. So anyway, this is a great trade. Getting out today, locking in profits because of earnings tomorrow. Let's do some day trades. All right. All right, I'm going to go back in time. Last trades, I'm going to go over first. I did short Apple here with this downward sloping 100 or 200-day moving average on the 5-minute. It rejected it here. As it got close to the 200, I shorted it at 145.91. If it closed over the 200, I would have to get out for loss, and that's exactly what happened. I shorted at 145.91, got out at 145.96. So I lost 5 cents on that. It's okay to have losing trades. You just can't lose a lot. That's the key. So that's the losing trade of the day. And oh, come on, buddy. There we go. Now let's get to some winning trades. All right. Here we go. Now, I did buy Apple here. This was a false breakout to the downside. Also, rejection of the 50-day moving average, 50 bar moving average. I bought at 145.66. Next bar went up, got out at 145.85. Rejected the 50, got out at 145.71, and then came back to my entry point. So it was a profitable trade. 145.66, out at 145.85, out at 145.71, and the rest at break even. So that one was a profitable trade. Let me get rid of these lines here. Sorry, sometimes it's hard to show you my day trades because it gets cluttery and messy, especially if I have multiple entries and my charts are not, they're being a little persnickety today. Come on now. All right, screw it. Let's go over here. Okay, I did short Apple today. We had a big move up. We rejected the 200-day moving average above us. It came back down. I shorted right as we got near the 200, which got a good fill at 146.43. I covered at 146 or 145.92. I covered at 145.77, and then when we had a close above the previous day's high, I closed at 145.95. So anyway, those were all kind of messy, but 2 profitable trades, 1 negative trade. Over to Alibaba. This one should be a little easier to take a look at. All right. I bought Alibaba here. We closed below the -1 ATR channel. We came into the value zone. We had a pullback. We triggered a V2, higher low V2, bought at 197.64. 2 bars later, I sold half at 198.48. Just moved sideways, didn't do much. Broke out to a new high there, sold at 198.78, and then had a close below the previous day's low at 198.38. So is that right? Yeah, 197.64. 198.38, 198.48, and 198.78. A lot of 8s in there. So that was that trade. Good one. And then over to VIX. I did have a trade on VIX here. Was a losing trade. We came into the value zone. We came back. We tested the -1 ATR channel. I bought when the V2 triggered at 29.39. Initially went my way, then closed below halfway of the bar. So I got in at 29.39, out at 29.37. So, you know, I lost 2 cents. Could be worse. But all in all, really good day trading day today. Grateful for that. Ava is here. Nice to see you, Ava. Hope you are doing well, my friend. Looking forward to our next lesson. Steve Burns has a sports break. Oh, thank goodness. You guys notice I like poems and jokes and sports break and fun facts. The only 2 players selected over Michael Jordan in the 1984 draft were Akeem Olajuwon and Sam Bowie. Down lower, Charles Barkley was drafted the same year. Oh, so that was that year, 84, huh? Interesting, Steve. I love the NBA. I know Tim does as well, so he probably appreciates this, and I hope everyone else likes the NBA too. Thanks, Steve. Zach says, Greg, trading has been great. It's been almost a year and a half since I first found you and started trading. I am still learning every day, which is amazing. I'm still learning as well. Zach says, I have more Steve Burns books than I know what to do with now, and I just love reading and learning more and more each day. Well, those are the right books to read, my friend, reading Steve Burns books. And he has a new book out, The Ultimate Guide to Technical Analysis. I don't know if you know that that's out, Zach, but it's over on Amazon, and you should pick it up. Steve says, holding BA through earnings was a happy accident. Yeah, I just totally forgot. Which reminds me, on my weekly and monthly trades, I don't even look at them. Some of these trades are up 22, 25%, and it's literally because I just don't look at them. They're down below. I can't actually burn the calories to go click, 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 and actually look at them, right? But yeah, it was a happy accident, and glad for that. Steve says, thanks. Zach says, nah, thank you, Steve. Steve says, 520 EMA crossover on BYD, Bumble, and FAS. All right, so BYD, I think the dynamic duo took that yesterday. Oh, that's right. It untriggered, but it is triggering today. I like buying the crossovers on down days. FAS we're going to look at, Steve. I already have that on my list. But Bumble, BMBL, I can't pull it up on my chart. So unfortunately, we can't look at that one. Gold has a 520 EMA crossover. Yes, I did notice that. Here it is. Here's the 520 crossover. I was so close to buying gold yesterday with that return to value, sideways motion, bullish engulfing bar, false breakout to the downside. But I didn't, because I didn't feel like it washed out the previous day's low by a quarter ATR. And look what happened. But that's what happens. You follow your rules. Sometimes it's going to work. Sometimes it's not. It does have a 520 today. For me, most of you know that if I have a 520 and it's rejected the second ATR channel, I'm not going to buy it. Doesn't mean it can't go up, but that's just a personal rule that I use as well. Okay, Frank, before we get to your knock knock poem, oh, that's going to be great. Let's go over your everyone's current positions here for a second, and then we'll swing back over there. All right, here we go. Kamal bought Stone STNE yesterday. False breakout to the downside. V2 57.10 up 50. At 58.97, up 3.29% today on the day, and just about the same on the trade. So way to go, Kamal. Play. Gary bought Play at 36.78. He added some more at 36.28. Is down on the day and is also down on the trade. LEGR, Steve's having an unbelievable epic day today. Steve bought LEGR 520 crossover yesterday at 42.18, up 0.92% today. Looks like it's up more than that, right? Percentage wise, but up 0.92% on the day and also 0.92% on the trade, roughly. Steve bought coin yesterday with a 520 crossover, bought it at 241.45. It's 238. It is down 1.55% on the day and looks like about the same on the trade. BRK, Lilia bought BRKB with the 520 crossover, bullish engulfing bar, higher low V1. I like this trade. It just didn't react the way I thought it would the next day, but bought at 280.90. It's currently 280.53. It is up on the day, but slightly down on the trade for Ava. She bought a half position. Affirm, Kamal bought Affirm higher low V2 at 59.60. It's 61.06. Is down a little on the day, but it is still nicely up on the trade. Looks like we had a MACD crossover today, which is always good. CTV, let's see, who's this? Oh, the dynamic duo. Nice. But higher low V1 closed back above 200-day moving average at 42.35. It's 43.28. It's up 1.07% on the day, and it's up 2.15% on the trade. So congratulations, Tracy and Paxton. INSG, Johan bought INSG at $8.47. It's $8.96. It's up 1.93%, which is pretty healthy, and up 5.36% on this trade. Way to go, Johan. When Johan became one of my students, I knew in about 15 minutes that he was going to be a good trader. Fubo, Michael Martin, who is out on the roads right now and with us in the live stream, did buy Fubo yesterday at 27.60. It's currently 27.28. So down a little bit on the day, down a little bit on the trade, and it looks like it's losing the 200-day moving average. AGQ, this is a monster, and I'm so glad to see Johan, Tracy and Paxton, and Steve. Steve bought the under. Well, it bounced right near the 31 RSI, closed above the -1 ATR channel. This is a deep dip buy, bought at $40.91. It is $43.91, up 5% just today, and up 6.79% so far on the trade. And it was up much higher, actually, earlier in the day. So congratulations, Johan, the dynamic duo, and Steve. FCX. Steve Burns, another nice trade by Steve Burns at 36.38 with the 520 crossover. It is 38.37. It's up 4.67% today alone. And this trade for Steve up 5.19%. So congrats, Steve. Way to go. Just monster epic day for Steve today. SCCO, another great day for Steve. Steve bought the 520 crossover at 65.02. It's currently 67.27. It's up 3.18% on the day and 3.39% on the trade, roughly. So fantastic. BYD, dynamic duo. This actually untriggered yesterday. They bought at 58.60. It's 57.70. It's down 1.37% today. But the 520 crossover is crossing today for realsies this time. Disney. Steve bought Disney with the 1050 EMA crossover. He bought it at 179.08. It's currently 178.75. So this one's down a little bit, just a smidge. Down a little bit on the trade and down a little bit on the day. Apps. All right. I'm glad to see a lot of people in this one. Jonathan bought a halfie. Kamal, dynamic duo, Ava, and Mike Martin did buy Mandalay Digital Group, a PPS higher low V2 and close back above the 200-day moving average. Great risk to reward ratio there, 63.10. It's currently 64.25. It's up 1.76 on the day and just about the same on the trade. NVIDIA, Michael Martin bought NVIDIA yesterday with the higher low V2 at 195 even. It's 196.03. It's up 0.5% on the day and about 0.5% on the trade. And Airbnb, Jonathan and Kamal, beautiful deep dip buy on Airbnb all the way back here at 131.90 with the under 30, over 30, and rejection of the third ATR channel. It's up 0.29% today, but up 8.16% on the trade. So congratulations, Jonathan and Kamal. And then last but not least, last but not least, this is the dynamic duo, right? Yeah, this is Tracy and Paxton. Whew. Bought a bullish engulfing bar V1, closed back above the 200-day moving average, bought at 57.90. It's 59.11. It is down 0.92% today, but more importantly, it is up 1.96% on the trade. All right, that was a mouthful, everybody. That was a mouthful. Whew. All right, let me take a breather. Okay. Here we go. Frank has a poem. Let me copy this here first. All right, here we go. Knock, knock, who's there? The market calls with a taunt and a dare. Quotes flash by as we look and stare. A whisper teasing, go get your share. Rules we keep because temptation is everywhere. Oh, snap. Let's read it one more time. Knock, knock, who's there? The market calls with a taunt and a dare. Quotes flash by as we look and stare. A whisper teasing, go get your share. Rules we keep because temptation is everywhere. Ugh, man, you could sum that up for a lot of things in life, right? But in trading, it is also spot on. There's temptations of quick money, fast money, impulsive behavior. That's why we have to have rules, everyone. And rules don't work for us all the time, but there are times where it's really going to work for you as well. Paxton says, thanks, Frank. Steve says, spot closed under the 30 RSI yesterday, back over. Yes, it did. I have that on my list today as well. Frank says, thank you, Paxton. Steve says, US dollar index gap down today correlates with precious metals and copper stocks. Yes, as the dollar goes down, metals, not always, but go up because they can buy more because the dollar is cheaper. But interesting here on the dollar, if I was looking to buy the dollar, I would probably wait down here at about 24.63. There's kind of some confluence of support down here. UUP, yep. Fun fact, the nanoscale transistor found in today's microchip can be turned on or off at a rate of 100 billion times a second. All right, that seems extreme. Doesn't it? Seems a little extreme. It seems a little too many times. That's a lot. Wow, that is a fun fact. What time is it? 1:32. Okay. Well, listen, before we start looking at our end of day trades today, before we start looking for our 3 criteria, which are, that's right, combination, confluence of indicators lining up on multiple time frames, good risk to reward ratio, at least 2-to-1 based upon support and resistance above you. And then number 3, having a complete trading plan, which includes position sizing for volatility, emergency stops, end of day stops, intraday profit targets, overhead resistance levels, maximum allowed losses, trailing stops, right? That's what we need to have a complete trading plan. Before we do that, let's talk about trader psychology. This is from Steve Goldstein over at Alpha Mind 101 over on Twitter. Just an excellent channel to follow. Steve has a podcast called the Alpha Mind Podcast, does it out of the UK, interviews all sorts of different traders around the world, hedge fund managers, FX traders, retail traders like myself. He was kind enough to interview me twice on his podcast. But if you want to learn from a variety of different traders, please subscribe to his channel at Alpha Mind 101. Listen to his podcast. It is excellent. And Steve is a retired professional trader and now world famous trading coach. So we should probably listen to what he says. All right, here we go. That surge of awesomeness you feel when the market moves your way is great, but it's also as dangerous to your success as the despair you feel when losing. It makes you feel invincible and diverts you from optimal behavior. That is why you write plans in a cold state. So when I studied one-on-one with Dr. Alexander Elder, he basically summed up trading to me in the following ways. People are either manic or they're depressive. When they're depressive, they just want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. They just want to dump their shares. You need to be there to buy them from them. However, on the flip side, when they're, that was the depressive side. The manic side, when everybody's buying, it's just like, a flurry of activity and it's going up and up and up and up and up and just everyone wants to buy it regardless of price. Your job as a trader, sell them some of your shares. So they're manic or they're depressive, right? And like Steven says here, the surge of awesomeness you feel when the market moves your way is great, but it's also as dangerous to your success as despair when you are losing. The two most dangerous places in trading are when you're making a lot of money or losing a lot of money. That's where you can make really bad decisions. So Steve knows that, and that's why he's saying that is why you should write your plans, your trading plans in a cold state, or in other words, when the market is closed, right? And you're more objective about it. So it's not good to feel invincible, right? It makes you feel invincible and diverts you from optimal behavior, right? So we want to always trade optimally, and we can't do that when our emotions are either too high or too low. So it's just good advice. Write your trading plan, create your trading plans in a cold state, or in other words, when the market is closed, and then execute and follow that trading plan, because what you designed when the market was closed, I promise you, is way better than doing it on the fly during the day. So Yes, I definitely know the awesomeness when the market moves your way. Definitely, but it is dangerous. So thank you, Stephen Goldstein. That was helpful for me. I hope it was helpful for everyone in the group. And again, please subscribe to Stephen over at AlphaMind 101 over on Twitter. Thank you, Steve. Okay. Okie dokie 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 dokie. Steve says you are the master, Frank. Well, there's no doubt about that. I think that goes without saying, right? That definitely goes without saying. Oh, Kamal sent me a Bumble chart. Okay, so yeah, we had a V2 yesterday, or we had a higher low V2 today. Didn't have any follow through. Has a little bit of a pullback. Was Steve saying that there was a 520 crossover? Oh yeah. Okay. I don't see the 520 crossover. Oh yes, I do. Kamal's very efficient. 520 crossover right here. Okay. Don't know how it back tests, but definitely it looks like it has a 520 crossover, but I'm kind of hesitant to take something unless I can look at it myself. Not that I don't trust you, right? I totally do. Okay. All right, water break. Okay. Steve says both a big winning streak or a big losing streak and put a trader on tilt and lead to risk management disasters. 100%, everyone. That's why I'm such a huge proponent of position sizing correctly and having all your rules with your maximum allowed loss, your total account heat, for the very reason I want to keep myself in a position mentally where I'm in that happy zone, where the numbers are still significant, but they're not destabilizing me. You know, we've had a good run here. Please keep that in mind. Check yourself. Check yourself. Are you calling and bragging to your friends? Are you maybe just taking a lot of different positions just because you're making money? Check yourself. Get real with yourself. Are you doing what you're supposed to do, or is the excitement of it all kind of making you change your behavior? Tim says, trips 520, ATS under over 30. All right. Trip has a 520 crossover. Good. I don't know if that back tests well, but I think I have time to take a look and see. TRIP. Bam. And no, I cannot check that one, unfortunately. It's not available on ETF replay. And ATUS. ATUS. Oy. Well, that one just got hammered. Look, under 30, over 30s are fine, but I like confluence of signals. I don't really see any here. Me personally, I don't. There's a whole lot of downward movement on there. Yeah, it bounced at the 30. Yeah, it gives you a good risk to reward ratio, but it just seems like to me that the possibility of some follow through exists on this. But I could be wrong. I often am. Okay. Let me take care of a little day trading biz. Okay. And okay. Done and done. 46, 47. All right, that all makes sense. Actually, No, 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 no. That's good. That's good. I'll keep that. Okay. Well, let's get to it, shall we? Take a look at some potentials for today. Under Armour has a higher low V2. We closed below the -1 ATR channel. We rallied into the value zone. We had a pullback. We back tested the -1 ATR channel. And we have a V2. Here's day one. Day two washes out day one. Day three closes above day one's close. My only concern on this would be whether or not we rejected the 50 RSI at the top of the bar. And we did. At the high of the bar, we were at 52.37. So, if I was in this trade for whatever reason, I would most likely be getting out of half of this trade because of the intraday rejection of the 50 RSI. So therefore, I am not interested in that trade. EWZ. iShares, MSCI Brazilian Index Fund. All right, so earlier in the day, this did have a 520 crossover. Right now it is crossed under. We have 39.21 or 39.20 compared to 39.22. I did back test this. It does back test well. But if it doesn't cross over, I'm not interested. And I am concerned about the 50-day moving average that's rejected. I am a little concerned about the downward sloping -1 ATR channel that it rejected. So I am also going to pass on that. It looked better earlier in the day. ARK. ARK had a 520 crossover, no longer 121.09. 20 is 121.26, so it did have two things going on. It back tested the 200-day moving average, and it had a 520 crossover. But now it's lost one of those. It failed to go higher than the previous high here. It did not trigger a fractal. MACD is not positive. I'm not too thrilled about that either. Netflix, well, it was holding the 200-day moving average no longer, so not interesting to me as well. SPCE, man, what happened since we started the podcast? Did everything go down? It is holding the 200-day moving average. It really has created a nice base here. Look, we're trending. Sideways, 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 sideways. Remember, sideways motion leads to trends. Trends lead back to sideways motion. Always will happen. That's just how it is. It's an atomic truth. Trends lead to sideways motion lead to trends. So if you want to buy a trend, when do you figure would be the best time to get into something if you want a nice trend? In my opinion, it's when it's moving sideways. That's why I'm such a big proponent of sideways motion. Do I want to buy this here now? Nah, I don't think so. I don't like that it's down on the day. Not thrilled about that. And Virgin Galactic kind of scares me, so I think I'm going to let that one go. Tesla has a 520 crossover. This does backtest well. This is a monster 520 crossover. It's a little chasey for me right here, right now. It is a fractal. Here's a high with two lower highs to the left, two lower highs to the right. So it did create a fractal out of sideways motion and has a 520 crossover, which is good. Looks like it went under 50, over 50. These are all good things. I like these things. I really do. But the way that I like to trade crossovers is when they're you have these big expansion bars like this. I kind of want to wait for a little bit of a pullback while the crossover is still in place. That's kind of my move right there. So I'm not interested in Tesla. WBA. It's not able to hold the 200-day moving average today. It gapped open nicely, came back under. If this were to close over the 200-day moving average today, I would consider it. Had a higher low V1 yesterday in the value zone, but this would have to close above the 200-day moving average in order for me to get interested. Not a very exciting stock. Walgreens, I get that. Spotify. Under 30, over 30. Steve was talking about this after earnings. We went under 30 and back over 30. It is up 1.231% today. Looks like it's trying to close above the negative third ATR channel. Let's run over real quick and take a look at the weekly. Weekly's nice. False breakout to the downside from this previous low here, and the 100-day moving average getting very close to oh no, it was not a false breakout. Sorry, we did not make a low, but got very, very close to a double bottom bullish divergence on the weekly. So I do kind of like that. Do I want to take this? This is a possibility. Workday does have a 520 crossover. That does backtest well. I did check it earlier in the day, but I don't like that it rejected the 200-day moving average here as well, so I think I'm going to pass on that. Fastly, no, not Fastly. FAS does have a 520 crossover. MACD is positive. I did backtest this earlier. Did trigger a fractal with a high with two lower highs to the left, high with two lower highs to the right, 520 crossover. So that is a valid signal. I'm a little concerned about the 50-day downward sloping 50-day moving average. Let's check over on the weekly. Weekly's fine. I mean, it's in the value zone. It's moving sideways. I did not like that big old bar that we had a month and a half ago or whatever on that, but we are over 50% of that, so that's somewhat positive. So we'll move that over in the potential side. And then Budweiser, intraday rejection of the 250-day moving average here. Good risk to reward ratio. Bad news is it's under 30 RSI, so there's a conflicting signal there, but I will take trades even if they're under the 30 RSI if they have some significant support below, but it's down 5.06% today. If we look over on the weekly, I mean, look at this V to the downside. Everybody wanted it, nobody wanted it. Right? So, it's a potential. I mean, I think people are rotating out of the defensive stocks here a little bit, but we'll put that over in the potential category. And so those look like my potentials right now. Now, let me check in my current positions. Oh my gosh, I am going to have to buy SPY at the end of the day. I forgot to put it in, or did I? Yeah, I forgot to put the order in. Imagine me having to do this manually. Oh, Lord. Okay. All right. SPY, that's what I was just talking about, buying that at the close. LYV is doing just fine. Profit target, and Caterpillar, exiting that today, locking in profits on Caterpillar because of earnings. So, all right. Let me move my desk for a second. Let me just go take care of something, and I'll be right back. All right, okie dokie. What do we have? We have about 10 minutes. Steve says both of, oh yeah, we knew that. Okay, looked at that. CRUS. Let's look at CRUS. CRUS. All right. Not bad. I mean, rejection of the 200-day moving average for sure. I'll bet you No, I was wrong. So it is a false breakout to the downside. It did reject the one ATR channel, negative one ATR channel above. Let's peek over on the weekly. I mean, you could buy it. You definitely could buy it, Tim. You know, I don't get a warm fuzzy when I look at this. Like emotionally, I don't get a warm fuzzy, but you know, it is an intraday rejection of the 200-day moving average for sure. I mean, it's down pretty significantly here, so I don't like the relative strength. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. WBA. Had a nice little higher low V1 yesterday. Just not performing today under the 200-day moving average, so probably leave that one alone. Spotify, the under 30, over 30 is up nicely today. Had a reversal of earnings back over on the weekly. Did reject the 100. We have the negative one ATR channel above as resistance. We had a move back up today on quite low volume. Doesn't really have to mean that that's a bad thing. I think I'm going to pass on that. Fastly, I think I'm going to pass, even though it has the 520 crossover. No, I'm changing my mind on that one. That's actually pretty decent. I think I'm going to take a half position though. And Budweiser, now losing the 250. Let's take a look at Bud on the weekly. Yeah, lost those as well. All right, so fast is what I'm going to take today, FAS. But I am going to take a half position. All right. So I sold Caterpillar. I locked in my profits on Caterpillar here, everyone. With earnings tomorrow morning. So at the moment, I have SPY, and I don't actually have SPY. I'm going to be buying SPY here at the close. So really, only daily position. I have weekly positions, but LYV is really the only one. But I am going to buy half of FAS. Yep. All right. GSGP. I always have a problem with that one. Goosehead Insurance. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's a good risk to reward ratio for sure. I don't like big, huge down bars because they indicate a lot of selling. It's down 8.73%. So, it's a good risk to reward ratio. It comes about 50% of the move from here to here. So it's at 50% retracement. It could be okay. I'm just not a fan of big, huge skyscrapers bars down. ALK, did it lose the 50 RSI? It did, Paxton. It was 52.69. Now it's 47.53. All right, so again, I did sell Caterpillar. I am going to be buying SPY. And I am going to buy FAST, but I'm only going to buy half a position of FAST. All right, let's just buy FAST right now. Get it out of the way. Half position in FAST. All right, I've got FAST taken care of. And I just have to buy the SPY, and that's that. So happy for the good day trades today. Alibaba, we saw Alibaba yesterday. I didn't like that big bounce. It's still up on the day. Gapped open, came back down. I'd like to see a higher low V1 or a V2 Kamal at the negative third ATR channel. We've been talking about that, but that's what I would like to see. What's VIXY doing? One thing I wanted to mention, everyone, you know, the markets are making all-time highs in the indexes, and in the VIX, we are not making lows. Does that make sense? So that's a divergence there. So the S&P is making all-time highs. However, the S&P, which generally tracks that in relationship to the price of puts, is not. You can see we are higher than we were. So to me, that's somewhat interesting. It's interesting that the indexers are making highs, but the VIX are not making lows. So, you know, if you read the tea leaves a little bit, that is an interesting fact to me. And then I'm out of Caterpillar. Everyone, okay, we have Jonathan and the dynamic duo, but they can let me know after the market closes. All right, I'm going to go ahead and buy the SPY. Come on now. Bum, bum, bum. Hey, it's kind of fun to do manually. There's one. And there is two for tomorrow. Boom and boom. That's it. I'm done. I am done. Nice. So nice day today. Very grateful for a nice green day, as we always should be. Johnson says FAS is triple leverage. That is true. But when I position size based upon my maximum allowed loss divided by the value of the 2 ATR, Johnson, it factors all that in. If you're buying a set position size, like a 5% position size of your capital or 10%, then you may have to figure that in if you don't want to have that extra leverage. But the way that I do it, it's all the same. So it doesn't matter if it's double leverage or triple leverage. But that is a very good point. She said CSGP. Okay, let's see. CSGP. CoStar. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, you know, it's a low close back above the 200-day moving average. Yeah, it's a good risk to reward ratio. I don't like the selling that went on up here. You know, that's just how I look at it. But yes, it offers a good risk to reward ratio. Kamal said no trades today. Okay, Steve is long UGL at 60.96. Oh, the market's closed. Steve is also long fast at 109.43, and Steve is long spot with under 30, over 30. He exited coin. Okay, all right, I'll get to those in a sec. Okay, so where did I buy what I bought? I bought the overnight SPY trade at 440.77, and I bought FAS at 109.05. All right, so If my students have any new entries or exits for me today that they would like me to update on the board, please go ahead. This is the time to do it. Put them in the live stream just like you saw Steve do, and I'll get them all taken care of. But before I do, just want to remind everybody of 3 things. 1, I do teach private one-on-one lessons in the evening time via Skype. I teach a really good course. It's one-on-one, just you and I. I teach you everything I know and I've learned over the last 25 years as a trader. I teach you my 5 different trading approaches. I teach you step by step every single thing you know about how to trade those deep dip buys, crossovers, return to value V1s, V2s, higher low V1s, V2s, double bottom bullish divergences. Each lesson we focus on one particular strategy, and we start from the very beginning. We start from scratch, and I teach you, walk you through the whole thing. And then at the end of the course, you are doing it, trading it yourself, and I just sit back, I let you drive. And if you make a wrong turn, I'll let you know, right? But in my opinion, the very best way to learn is one-on-one, and that's why I provide these lessons in this format. The price of the course is $1,750, but it is 15 hours, right, of one-on-one instruction, and so it's worth every penny. You're going to be a better trader, I promise you. So if you're interested in working with me and doing the one-on-one course, just send me an email. The email's in the description of this video. In the subject line, just say, Greg, interested in potentially taking your course. I will reply, say, great. Look forward to meeting you on the Skype call. The Skype call is for me to be able to learn more about you, your trading goals, your challenges. And it's a good time for you to ask me questions about the course. And then when we're done with the Skype call, think about it. If you wake up one morning and you decide today's the day I want to be a better trader, email me back and we'll get it all set up. Okay. Number 2, I do have a really good online course available on udemy.com. The link is in the description of this video. It's a wonderful course. I've gotten so much good feedback around the world and really, really good reviews. The best part is that course is like $12 or $15 on udemy.com. And it's a substantial course. Don't let the price fool you. It's 9.5 hours of video. 26 videos total, 15 study guides. And if you invest that 12 or 15 bucks in the course, you are, I promise you, going to be a better trader. So the link's in the description. Lastly, as always, I would appreciate it if you would hit the thumbs up button today if you found something helpful or useful in this podcast today. If you've already hit it, thank you so much. Very nice of you. If you haven't, but you did learn something today or found it valuable, if you could hit the thumbs up button before you check out of here for the day, I would really sincerely appreciate it. Okay, done with that. Let's head over and see. Steve bought UGL with a 520 crossover. All right. And Steve bought at 60.96. $5.20. All right. Good luck on that, Steve. Steve is also long fast. Oh, let's see. I guess I better put mine up there. 109.05. 109.05 is where I bought mine. Hello. Oh, okay. And Steve bought at 109.43. $5.20 cross. Okay, so I'm not going to put both of our lines up there, Steve, but I did put your entry price there. Okay. Also long Spotify. And Steve bought the under 30 over 30. Bought it at, where'd you buy Spotify at, Steve? I mean, I'm sure you bought it close to the close, but if you have an exact number, let me know and I'll get it taken care of. That's Steve. Okay, Steve exited coin. 1.8% loss. Okay. Loss of previous day's low. All right, Steve. Way to follow your trading plan. Exited Disney as well. For a 0.18% loss. Okay. Got that out of the way, Steve. Tracy is out of Caterpillar because of earnings. That's the dynamic duo. And out of out of 1/2 ALK. Sold 1/2. All right, good, good. At profitable levels, that's the important part. Frank is long fast. All right, I'm just going to put my own name here so I remember. Greg, that's my name. That's a 1/2 position. And then Frank. Okay. Johnson says Amazon's down 4% post-market with earnings. Oh, I forgot Amazon had earnings today. Let's take a look. AMZN. Oh, snap. It's down 171 points. Ouch. Well, if anybody sold call spreads on those, they're doing pretty well. Wowzers. What's VIXY doing? Up 9 cents. Okay. George says, thanks. See you tomorrow. Thank you, George. Good seeing you, my friend. If there's any questions during the day, George, you let me know, okay? All right. Caterpillar is done and gone for everyone. $226.35 for Steve. Oh, I was close. Oh, no, I'm not. All right. $226.35. All right. Johnson said pins is down 13%. Holy hamburgers. That's not fun. Down 13.5%. Wow. So I guess the Qs are just getting beat up on, right? $1.24. All right. So does anyone else have anything else for me to update? Man, it was a nice day today, everyone. Glad to see everybody had some green cooking around. Hey, let's read this. If we all do one random act of kindness daily, we just might set the world in the right direction. This is by Martin Kornfeld. It's a good saying, right? I mean, can we just incorporate this in our daily lives? Can we just go out and do one random act of kindness daily for just another human being? Ideally, if you could also do that for an animal, that would be twice as good. It would just be a lovely thing to do. It's going to help the person out. It's going to make their day. It's going to help the animal out. It's going to make their day. It should make your day as well. So all in all, it's just a good, positive thing. And maybe one day when you need it, someone will be there for you, and it'll come full circle. So I really do try to do this every day, whether it's up on the trails with directions or helping people with their stock trading or, trying to help people any way I can. But I just think it's good karma, and I would suggest doing it. I think it's going to help your trading. I do. I do. I'm being honest. It's going to make you feel better about yourself, and feeling better about yourself will help your trading. That's how I look at it. Okay. Steve says UUP at 43 RSI gives metals room to go higher. All right. So what Steve is saying there, that with a 43 RSI level, I guess the assumption here is that it could go down, find support at the 30. So it has more room to go down, giving gold and silver and the metals more room to go up. Imagine that's what Steve's doing, or his reasoning for that statement. Oh, Lilia, sorry about that. Well, don't say of course. Don't say of course, because it doesn't always work that way. But listen, you did the right thing. It could be down 7% as well, Lilia, right? You know that. You know, the biggest gamble you're ever going to take is holding through earnings. What do you think about the people that bought Amazon right before earnings? You know, how are they feeling right at the moment? Not so hot tamale. Not so hot tamale, right? But it didn't work out this time. That's what I'm saying, Lilia. Your rules are going to always disappoint you. If you buy before earnings and it goes down, you'll be like, why did I break my rules? And why did I break my rules? I lost all this money, right? And then Lilia did follow her rules, sold before earnings, and now it's up. Yeah, it's just how it happens. But remember, capital preservation is the most important part of trading. Not making money, right? It's counterintuitive, but capital preservation, that is your number one focus. That is your number one goal. You need to be a steward of your trading capital. And the quickest way to lose money, like in a snap of a finger, is to hold through earnings. So good trade. Way to go. You did the right thing, Lilia, right? I know that's disappointing, but listen, it's the right thing. Steve says, yep, that was it, Greg. Okay, good. Lucky guess. Lucky guess. So it's a beautiful day here in Utah. A little muggy. Gonna put on my hiking shoes, go for a nice hike. Really looking forward to that. So what else? Anyone have any jokes? Any more fun facts? Any sports facts? Anything? I'm here. If you want, but the clock's ticking. So, what did we end up with? So I ended up with SPY. So I'm fairly light on my positions here, right? I got the overnight SPY trade. Oh, and I didn't mark that. Overnight SPY trade at 440.77. 440.77. Boom. So I've got the little overnighter. LYV. Trailing stop level. One profit target. Everything's looking good there. Take my little profit target off. And then a half position in FAS. Just a halfie. I'm in there with good company. In there with Steve and Frank. Lilia says, thank you, Greg. I keep forgetting what the main goal is. Capital preservation. So true. There you go. Just remember that, right? Just remember that. It's capital preservation. As long as you have capital, you have chips to play with. As long as you have chips to play with, you can play the game. If you lose all your chips, you cannot play the game anymore and you're out. So just remember that. I know you're hard on yourself, but don't be hard on yourself. We're all rooting for you. I always root for you. You know I'm your fan, right? We just need to come up with a process that's sustainable over time, not just one earnings season to the next, yeah? Okay. So what's going on? SPY is down 52 cents. What's FAST doing? Unchanged. and this and this and that. That. All right. And all right, everybody. Well, I think that's it for today. Please go out, have a nice rest of your day. Be good, be kind to other human beings, be kind to animals. Drive safe, look both ways, hands at 10 and 2, right? All that good stuff. I mean, I'm kind of joking, but I'm kind of not. I'm always concerned about people driving safe. So please drive safe. I want to see everyone here tomorrow. All right. So, okay. Well, that's it. Listen, if you have hit the thumbs up button today, thank you so much. I really sincerely appreciate it. If you haven't, if you wouldn't mind, if you found something valuable today, I would really appreciate that as well before you click out of here. Lova says, thank you for everything, Greg. Thank you, Lova. Appreciate you, buddy. Jonathan says, cheers, guys. Have a good evening, Jonathan. Nice seeing you, my friend. And everyone's favorite time is when I run the U.S. legal disclaimer, right? At the end, I know everyone sticks around for the whole thing because you should. So I am going to run that. See you all tomorrow. Thanks again. Bye. U.S. government required disclaimer. Stock, options, futures, and Forex trading is not appropriate for everyone. While there is a potential for large rewards, there is also a substantial risk of loss associated with trading. The material in this video or live broadcast is not geared towards any particular individual or to any particular financial situation and is not intended to meet the particular investment objectives of any viewer. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Any and all information contained in, implied, or referenced by this video or live broadcast is not to be construed as investment advice, and no representation is made that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast is an investment or financial advisor or is registered or authorized to give any financial advice. We are publishers and educators only. Therefore, the various producers of this video or live broadcast will not accept liability for any loss or damage of any kind which may arise either directly or indirectly out of the use of any of this material, including any loss of profit. No representation is made that any account or investment will or is likely to achieve the profit or losses demonstrated. We recommend consultation with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision. This video or live broadcast is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell any security, financial instrument, or financial product of any kind. Notice is hereby given that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast or their clients may have an interest in any security, financial instrument, or financial product mentioned or referenced. Any simulated or hypothetical performance result depicted does not represent actual trading and therefore may under or overcompensate for the impact of various market factors such as lack of liquidity. Thank you.